This is a recapitulation at broad strokes of my thesis that I am explaining. My thesis is the beginning of geopolitics in the modern world, and we can see it in the root of 4,000 years ago. The Tocharian Indo-Europeans arrived at the Tarim Basin. For almost 2,000 years, they lived there isolated with almost no genetic mixing from the outside, and that can be corroborated by looking at the Tarim Basin mummies that look like total Europeans. Then we can see how the Silk Road opens. Suddenly, they are the middlemen bridging Chinese silk with Kazakhstan, Iran, India, the Mediterranean kingdoms. They buy horses, they buy luxury goods, they buy spices and coral and other things that the Chinese consider. But the important thing is that they started buying the heavenly horses, and that's what helped them to gain control over the area by attacking the Xiongnu Empire, which was the descendant of the first Indo-European settlers that moved there. So around 100 BC, the Chinese Han Dynasty invades. They take the area for its wealth. They push the survivors northwest to the Altai Mountains. We already explained all of that, how they went as refugees to the Siberian forests, and they remained there for 200 years. And then once the climate changes and turns colder, it gets colder, harsher, they cannot stay, and they are forced to attack the strongest kingdom on the steppe, the Alans. The Alans were the tribe of Indo-European people, the cousins of the first Tocharian Tarim Basin settlers. I'm pretty sure they were, because they also control the trade with the Chinese. So after they destroy and absorb the Alans, they take their women and they start breeding a new sort of people. That's when they become the real Huns. They use that new strength to push west. They take the Eastern Europe and they push the Gothic tribes ahead of them into Western Europe. We already saw it with the Ostrogoths and Visigoths going after Rome. And once they have assimilated the whole steppe into European tribes, they move south and east. They change the genetic landscape of Iran, and in India, they absorb themselves in the holy bureaucracy, the Brahmins. That's where we are. I wanted to explain that before moving forward. Thank you.